The biggest month was last month, coming in at 22,000. Bro, it honestly felt unreal, but I knew, like, I was just confident enough that I was like, okay, like, now that I found the issue on what I was dealing from, going from 4 to 5K to the next month out of nowhere, just 10K.
How much have you generated in total within the business within the last 5 months?
Within the last 5 months, we're looking at 72,000.
All right, bro. So let's go and dive into it, bro. I appreciate you jumping on. Give us a quick intro, who you are, where you're from, and how old are you?
What's up, guys? So, my name is Jesus Pisano. I'm located in Los Angeles, born and raised here. I'm 23 years old.
Okay, cool. And bro, walk us through where you were at before you got started. Like, what type of issues were you dealing with within your coaching business, and what got you to reach out?
So, one of the main reasons why I reached out was because I was stuck. Not only was I stuck at like the 4K and 5K months, but I was more so like stuck at that trainer. I mean, I was at that client retention in a way of like keeping the clients, not knowing why the client was leaving so soon or whatnot. There was a lot of clients like just giving up and just like not being on like on a contract or whatever. And then more so just like learning how to charge a lot more, not be afraid of charging more for the value of what I'm providing, whether it's like obviously, more better content or just better workouts and better meal plans or whatnot. So, I was just kind of tired of just staying stuck. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared to obviously reach out because I was like, obviously this is gonna cost some money. But I mean, if you're not scared about it, then it's not gonna be big or good for you,
Yeah, 100%. Once you take that step into investing into yourself, it's a lot easier for you to have more confidence and convincing more of your clients to invest in themselves as well, too. How long did you feel like you were going through those motions?
So, I mean, honestly, like I would say like 2 years. Like 2 years, I still felt like I could have done more, but I felt like what was happening. I was more so just waiting for the client to text me instead of me actually going to go get the client. Because more so, there's a lot of people now that I'm finally realizing that I have a VA, and I'm starting to realize that there's so many people that are like actually embarrassed to reach out, or they're actually like afraid to reach out, but literally and behind their head they're looking at my stories and they're kind of like, dude, like I want to train with this dude, but they're just so afraid, right? So now that that's something that I was dealing with, with like 2 years. I was like, just waiting for the client, DM me, and then like I would just wait for the client. But now it's more so like, okay, like I know you have a problem, I'm gonna help you, and then that's when I get the clients now.
Yep, go and get after the clients instead of sitting back and like posting and praying that they reach out to you.
Exactly.
You'll get a couple sitting back, like, but you're it's literally impossible to scale any business when you're just sitting back hoping they hit you up.
Exactly.
And what was it, bro, that finally like flipped the switch for you to I need to take action to fix this issue?
It was definitely, looking at my income, and then obviously, bills getting all crazy. So that's, I started pulling out of my savings. Obviously, I take care of my parents or whatnot. Like there's so much that obviously was bottling that I was like, okay, I can't make 4 or 5K anymore. Like I have to build until I have to build, high ticket sales. I have to learn high ticket sales. And then just like overall, especially me moving from one gym to another in person and then online. Obviously I want to have free time, but not only that, like I just want to, make more as I work less in a way, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the American dream. How can I make more money working less, right? But ultimately, it comes down to how can I put more value into my program,
Exactly.
and then how can I show everybody how much more value it has, especially compared to everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, bro. So you've been in the program for about 5 months now. Like, how's the process been since you've been in, bro? Like, walk me through like the information that you've gotten, and then how you've been able to apply it to your program.
So for sure, the first month it was kind of like a little. I kind of slacked off on like watching the videos and like learning like certain scripts and learning how to talk to people, learning the sales pitching and all that stuff. I started getting so many no's with the in-person clients and the online clients. I started getting so many no's that I started realizing like, okay, why are these people saying no? So I started trying to figure out the issue. And then realistically, like me learning the videos, actually watching the videos, and actually learning the scripts over time with the next person, I was still getting no's, but I was getting a little bit more confident with receiving the no and then like kind of acknowledging like, okay, I'm gonna switch this on the next call, or recording the call and then like figuring out what did I say wrong that maybe I could switch that. Once I started switching that, that's when within like the second month, that's when I first hit my 10K.
So how'd that feel hitting that first 10K month?
Bro, it honestly felt unreal, but I knew like I was just confident enough that I was like, okay, like now that I found the issue on what I was dealing from, going from 4 to 5K to the next month out of nowhere, just 10K. Obviously build my confidence more to just get more, fucking go to, oh my bad, to go to 15K and to go to 20K. It obviously made me feel great. And then not only that, like, I started booking more vacations, and then like obviously I started seeing more money come in. It gave me more confidence to be a better person for others and all that stuff.
Okay. Hell yeah, bro. Dope, dope. What parts about the program do you feel like helped you out the most? Like if you could be like, yo, this was the most valuable thing in the program, what do you think that would be?
So for sure, the weekly Zoom calls, bro. The weekly Zoom calls that you give out. I know I haven't really been joining them, but in the beginning, I was joining them like consistently, and obviously because I have the questions, I know you have the answer for it. So, if I'm not asking you, there's no way I'm gonna learn. So I was asking you questions. You helped me out. I implemented it in what was going wrong with the business, with the ads, with the outreach, the DM scripts, and the videos, and obviously overall just all the videos and what you provided for us in the weekly Zoom calls that helped like very, very much.
Okay, dope, dope. So it's like most coaches usually struggle with like just the roadmap. Like, give me a roadmap, and then obviously you're gonna have 1,000 questions that come to mind, and it's like having somebody available to ask those questions to, so you can get the answer, fix the problem, and go sign more clients. Do
Exactly.
you feel like you've been able to take all that and implement it into your own business as well with your clients?
Yeah, 100%. So I definitely learned, obviously, when I asked you like, hey, this person answered like this, what can I say back? You told me, hey, answer this way. And obviously, as I got used to it more, I kind of knew what objections, I mean, how to like prevent the objections if I got an objection, I knew how to like overcome that objection so that way it doesn't happen again. And then like overall just it just starts growing. It just starts growing.
Okay, sick, bro. And so, out of all the accomplishments you've been able to make, bro, in the last 5 months, what do you feel like has been like your biggest one? Like that has made you feel the best?
So I would honestly say like inputting the VA and having the VA into my business and obviously having to, get that extra help from someone to generate the leads with my Instagram because obviously my Instagram is like blown up. I think that's helped like the most because without really the VA, doing sending out those outbound messages and like reaching out to people and then like obviously focus on the ad replies with the like knowing what to say to book people in, honestly wouldn't be able to like make so much money right now without
Yeah.
that VA too,
Yeah, 100%. So the
Because
VA is usually the next step. The first step is obviously for you to get the information to see how to do the thing. But most coaches feel stuck for such a long time because they think they have to wear all the hats in the business. But there are easier routes to go, like handling a VA that can take over your DMs and book all your calls, right? Like how many calls are they booking in a month for you right now?
I would say like anything from like 40 to 50 a month.
Okay, dope. Yeah, yeah. And so you get to focus on obviously the content, fulfilling the clients, the sales, and all that stuff, and not spending all day long stuck in the DMs doing follow-ups and all that good stuff. So
Yeah,
okay, so it's more like building the business, right? Because now I'm sure it
exactly.
feels like you're running the business versus before it felt like the business was running you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope, dope, sick, bro. And what would you say, bro, to like anybody who's stuck right now? Like, what would you say to anybody that was in your situation 5 months ago, who's been stuck for the last couple months or 2 years or so, like you were, that's on the fence about like reaching out for help?
I would honestly say for those of you guys that have been obviously looking at Dre and looking at his Instagram, we're not don't even think about it because without a question, when you showed me how the whole program worked and all that stuff, I already had behind my head like it doesn't matter what he tells me, I'm just gonna join. I'm gonna take the risk because I'm tired of seeing the five game. I'm tired of doing that. Obviously, I want to learn more. So just literally don't think about it. Just and overall just you're just gonna become so much better in your business. You're gonna be able to like you just escalate so much. I mean, elevate. I mean, you're gonna scale so much money over time.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So you obviously took that risk. What's been your biggest month that you hit so far?
The biggest month was last month, coming in at 22,000. I
Okay,
think
sick,
between
sick. And
22
so
or
we're getting
23,000.
consistent. This is the
Yeah,
second month consistently over 20K a month. And how much have you generated in total within the business within the last 5 months?
within the last 5 months, we're looking at 72,000.
Okay, dope. And so if you would have never take that risk to get started, right? Would you say you would probably still here we are 5 months later, still stuck in the same position you were?
I would have been in the same spot. I would have had little to no clients. I would have had no value. I would have zero ads. I would have had no content to
No new
show the
car.
value of why I'm charging. I wouldn't have my M4, and obviously because I joined this like, 3, 4 months in, I was like, bro, I'm gonna go cash out on my dream car, you know?
Yeah, yeah, dude.
So
You worked hard for it, bro. You deserve it. So obviously that's like materialistic stuff, but I think more than anything, bro, it's the confidence boost. You get all the information that you get to continue to run your and grow your business. It's not just like you close a couple clients. It's like you're learning your skill stack and everything you need, not only like on a personal level, but a business level, to start like actually scaling, right? So we're at 20K consistent months here, 5 months in. So you can only
yeah.
imagine another 5 months from now, right?
Yeah.